Hello, everyone. Welcome to episode 48.5 of Just Lying Around Game Preview, a Detroit Lions podcast presented by the World of Football. I'm your host, Kyle Sutherland, and on today's show, I'm going to be going to do a more in-depth preview of the Lions versus Packers Thursday night game, talk about injury report, PFF, and some things to look out for the Lions to hopefully win this tough game coming up here. So injury report, we have Lions left tackle Taylor Decker. He is out again this week. Knee. He did not practice all week and will miss the game. Suspect that he'll be back next week. We have defensive line Levi Onwuzurike, hamstring. Went out with the injury during the game against the Chicago Bears. Did not practice all week, so he will not play. We also have defensive end Josh Paschal, knee. He did not practice all week, and he will miss this game. Surprise injury here. Defensive line DJ Reader hurt his shoulder during the Chicago game. He did not practice all week, and he will miss this game. Defensive line Bakai Wingo. He hurt himself. He's on IR, and it sounds like he's out for the season. So that front four for the Lions is really hurt this game. So it's going to be interesting what the Lions do for this game coming up tomorrow here. We also talked about it on our review podcast of the Lions and Chicago game. But linebacker Malcolm Rodriguez went on IR. He is also out for the season, so another tough blow for that linebacker crew there. Luckily, Packers have some injuries themselves, so that should help with the Lions. We have cornerback Jair Alexander, really great cornerback for the Packers. He has a knee injury, limited practice all week. Sounds like he hasn't played the past couple weeks as well, but he will not play tomorrow. We also have wide receiver Romeo Doubs, concussion protocol, limited practice all week. He is not going to play. We have linebacker Edgerton Cooper, hamstring. He is out. Sounds like he's a backup linebacker. And cornerback Corey Ballentine, knee injury. He is out. Another backup piece for the Packers there. So PFF scores Lions overall first, offensive side second, defensive side second. So nothing's really changed the past couple weeks. Packers overall they're 18th, offensive side a little better than the Chicago Bears last week. They are ranked 13th. Defensive side, the Bears last week were ranked number 5. Packers defensive side, they are ranked 17th. So it should be a little easier time for the Lions, especially in the red zone, to get into the end zone to score a touchdown instead of having to kick field goals. So keys to winning the game. Lions offensive side of the ball. No Taylor Decker. Probably see Skipper out there again. But Packers front four. They got a couple big guys there. So one guy like Rashawn Gary, he's a really good player for them. Defensive edge. So watch out for pressure on the sides there, especially on the left side with Dan Skipper and Graham Glasgow. They're kind of, that side for some reason is kind of weak this season. So I don't know. With Taylor Decker on that side, they're not as good as the right side there. So again, I'd like to see Montgomery and Gibbs just run the ball. We need to make sure we control the time of the possession this game. Don't let Green Bay have the ball a lot, or they're going to be able to just chew this defense for the Lions up. So just run the ball a lot. Hopefully Montgomery and Gibbs can get it like 6 to 7 yards on the first downs. Make it easy for the offense to march down the field, get touchdowns, because they're going to need to score probably a lot this game to win this game. It can't be they can't allow Green Bay to stop them on the defensive side, or the Green Bay offensive side is just going to run all over the Lions there. Defensive side of the ball, front seven is in bad shape. Already talked about it. The starting players that they have now versus when they started the season are McNeil and Campbell, and that's it. Everyone else is either brought in replacements or signed from the practice squads. So it's going to be interesting who they march out there tomorrow. People that they sign that we could see. Defensive line, Miles Adams. Linebacker, Quan Alexander. And defensive line, Jonah Williams. They also have defensive line, Broderick Martin, we might see a lot of too. We have Mohammed probably playing the edge along with Pat O'Connor playing the edge. And along with Zadarius Smith, we could see Nowoski, kind of that Sam linebacker, march lined up on the edge for some plays as well. But luckily, our cornerback and safety side rooms are in good shape, good to go. We're going to see Carlton Davis back out there with Terrion Arnold and Amik Robertson. So that'll be good. And Emmanuel Mosley should be able to go, good backup piece for them. So we should, hopefully we can see Brian Branch back in his element, not playing too high last couple games, not being able to affect the game much. So I'd like to see Brian Branch kind of get back to where he was before these last couple of games we played here. Biggest thing also, Josh Jacobs for the Green Bay. He is a deadly running back, so we need to make sure we stop the run. Don't let Josh Jacobs run all up and down this field, because if that happens, it's going to be a really long game, and it's going to turn into a mess there. So if we can stop the run, Jordan Love's going to have to throw it, play hero. And sometimes he makes great throws, and some other times he just kind of makes wild throws out there. So if that happens, hopefully Brian Branch and Kirby Joseph are in position to make plays there. So that's it for me this week. Hopefully you guys enjoyed this video, and we will see you on the next episode after the Lions versus Packers. Hopefully the Lions come out with a win, because that NFC North side, the Vikings are really on our heels. They're 10-2 right now, so if you go down a game, that's not going to be good if they win. So, and the Eagles also right on that heel for the number one spot in the NFC side. So after the Lions Packers, next video should come out Friday. And until then, go Lions, and hopefully come out with a win. Thanks.